prod model, can we change anything? We can't change.
No.
Already
No,
we
no,
keep
no, we can't.
deployed
We can't
model.
change
Only
it.
production data you can upload and everything you can do the production changes. But structure we can't change. Line items and filter option, line items, conditional formatting, whatever the thing, formula changing, nothing we can do in the production model. Why means we keep generally production model in the deployed mode. We should be very particular about this one. So that is the reason why we are creating this environments, means we need to, after completing application lifecycle management, means what it refers, life cycle. Once if you complete the model building also, they will get the new changes in their business. So if we want to make changes in that their business, what should we do after completing process also? We should do the new changes in dev model, and that we should sync the prod model, correct? That is our main purpose. So why we are creating this testing environments, means testing environment means just for, if I send directly dev to prod, if I get any data less or something, it doesn't, what happened, it will be very problem for me. So that is the reason, for testing purpose only we are creating the one environment as a test, and that too we are keeping the prod model, we are keeping the deployed mode, and development testing model also we are keeping the deployed mode. Why means we want to test. If I want to test, so what production model I want to make target. So whatever the target model is there in mode, I should keep that mode on, that mode only I should keep in the testing mode, correct? If I test in different mode, and if I test to in a production model, is it, does it make sense? Why I am keeping testing model in the deployed mode? Yes. Why I am keeping the
Yeah,
test?
So
after
it has to
testing,
go
no,
to
we
the
can
end
use
user.
the
It has to go to the end user. Yeah. After testing, we'll send it to that
After testing
production
we'll
test
send into
again.
production model. That production model is deployed mode. Then my testing also, whatever I am doing, it should be also production mode. Then only it,
Deploy.
deployed mode, then only it makes sense, correct? If I do the different environment, and if I do the test, and if I send deployed mode, so it doesn't make sense, correct?
Yes.
So these are
Correct.
the things we should
Yes.
understand here. And one more thing, these are the three environments we keep. And after that, basically whenever we have the four scenarios generally, so whenever if they ask end-to-end implementation, we should explain these four scenarios. How we should explain four scenarios of ALM means, in end-to-end implementation, we used to complete our model, and we have deployed our model to the end user. So after completing the model building process also, they asked us to uh, change the new things in my model, our model. Then what we have done, this is the first scenario comes. So we have done new changes, whatever they are expecting, they was expected, we have developed in dev model, and we have created the revision tag, and we have deployed, we have sent that changes to dev to test first, and we have tested, and then we have uh, sent that changes from the dev to prod, correct? This is the sequence we have done. This is the first scenario. Is it correct or wrong?
Correct.
This is a normally
Correct. Correct.
in end-to-end implementation only we should explain this one. After we have deployed, after deploying the model also, they have asked you to do the some changes. So then we have done new changes in dev model, and we have sent to the prod model by creating the revision tag and comparison synchronization process. We should explain. And after that also, we got other challenges, whenever we have worked for the other sprints as well. So at that also they have asked to do the change in our sprint one. So that situation also we have faced, we have did it. And after completing that one, even third scenario we can't say, two end users are working, and that will be somewhat difficult. But fourth scenario, first, second, and fourth scenario you can explain. So how means, even after completing this whole process, our model, our model size, it is increased up to 100 GB. Our workspace GB only 200, it was the only 200 GB. Then if I want to make three environment, 100, how much should I required space? 300 GBs, correct? Correct.
Yes.
But
yes, yes.
I don't have 300 GB. I have only 130 GB or 200 GB. then how should I maintain it? Simply I have deleted production list items from the dev model and test model, and directly it went to the 1 GB, 1 GB. So 1 GB or 2 GB. Then our production model size will be same 100 GB. But dev model and test model size it directly decreased to 11 or 22 GB. Then total it becomes 104 GB. Does it make sense or not? If we explain these things, yes.
Uh, yes, yes. This can you repeat once again, Ashik bhai, this scenario? We have the
In fourth scenario, what will we
yes,
do? So basically, like our model size is of 100 GB.
100
So,
GB. Yes, correct.
but I want my workspace only 130 GB workspace. I have. I want to make
Okay.
three environments. If I make 100 GB three copies, how much space do I require?
Yes, 300 GB.
300 GB. But my workspace is 130 GB. Then what should I do?
You can increase the um, test mode and production mode, test mode and dev mode size of the.
No, no. We need to. That is a not correct one. We should delete the production list items from the dev and test model, so that what
Okay.
happened that 100 GB to directly goes to 1 GB or 2 GB. That's it. It doesn't increase more than that one. So what happened? 2 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB, and production size is the 100 GB. 104 GB it is close. Everything will be get close.
Okay.
So
This is fourth scenario.
this is fourth scenario, but we should explain in for interview in our end-to-end implementations. We have done this one as well. Everyone will
Okay.
do this one after completing the project. Why do we require production list items in the dev model? Correct. So why it
Yes.
required, I will show now, and these are the things I will explain now. Why don't we require production list items in dev model and test model? Why don't we require, Balakrishna?
Since it
That
is
is,
a
it is not a
production data,
production.
so
It
we
is
are
not a. It is not a
we are
production
looking at only
environment.
structural changes and structural updations. So we don't require that.
Actually,
Only
whenever,
production team will take care of that.
yes,
Yeah,
whenever we are,
Asik
yes,
by production list is not required. Why? Because it is not a production environment. It is a dev and test environment. It is not required in the production list because there is no production, not live data. So that this is only development activities data only, structures and all the things.
yes, that is
That
one
is the
thing.
reason we are not.
That is the one thing, and one more thing we should explain. If I
Yes.
have in production in dev mod, what is the main reason means, if I am, whenever if I make the list as a production list and I am syncing model to dev to prod, even if I sync from dev to prod, only structural changes will move from the dev to prod. Even though if I have whatever the list items in the production model, I can't sync to dev to prod 100%. That is a not use for me. I can pull only structural changes by the creating the revision tag and everything. Production changes is mainly end user will upload the data, and end user will take care. Why we are keeping this dev and test model main purpose? Whenever they want structural changes, then we'll do in dev model and we'll pull the test and we'll test it and we'll send it to prod. That is fine. But if they want to do any productional changes, can't they do? Users, yes, can't they do changes, production changes in the model?
Yes, yes, yes. The
They
users
can
can
do
do.
it.
If they have access, they can.
Production access will provide for everyone, 100% will provide and they will do, but they can't do structural changes. That is the reason we are maintaining this dev model. Structural changes whatever they want, they are not the owners for the structures. They are the like they have access for the only production structure. Anaplan model builder only he should do. Why means we are the technical person. Users will how to use the product, that only they know. So like each and every time I will give the example. So bike, any vehicle, what we know, how to use the vehicle, what are the like major gears and steering, everything will know. But inside the if we get any problem, so inside the vehicle, directly do we do any repairing?
No, no.
Simply we'll go to showroom or whatever it, and there they will open, they are the manufacturer, they will know, they know very well which part is not working, how to test and everything, structure. So in same way, if they want to do any structure changes directly, they will come at us. Why? Means we have built that model, we know very well how to do the changes, everything we know. But if they want production changes, they only do. So that is not a problem. So this is the, that is the reason, even if I want to pull the changes from the dev to prod production changes, can I do it? Can I pull by creating the revision tag? I can't
Yes.
pull. I can't pull production changes. So you can see that is the reason I will give one example here. So first scenario I will explain. So what is, I am creating the product 1, product 2. Then what should I do? Here you can see I have first of all, I will do that, I will remove it one. I will make first of all 3 environments. I will make, this is my model. So what should I do? First of all, if I want to create the 3 environments, ALM process means I need to make the 3 environments. So 3 environments means test is nothing but the prod only. We are doing that, prod will create whatever the we are doing in prod, that will do in test. That is not a problem. So we should consider, we are not testing, this is a sample one, just we are creating sample one. That is the reason prod, asif prod, I will prod model, I am saving as a asif prod. Then what happened? Simply you can see I have copied my model and asif prod model and asif level 1 model we have. This is the dev model, this is the prod model. Test model I am not keeping here, as we are not doing real time, so that is not required. Just what I do, whatever the things I am doing for the prod model, will do the in test model also, will do the same thing. So even if I want to make it that one also for understanding, I will make. Otherwise what happened, few people will forget about the test model. That is also one problem, they don't explain. Asif test. So what happened? 3 environments I am keeping. First of all, I am keeping 3 environments. After that, what should I do? Test environment also I need to keep the mode. It should be deployed mode. Yes. Test environment also I kept deployed mode, and you can see here also prod environment also I will keep in deployed. Change the mode. You can see here deployed mode. Only structure, model structure such as the time setting and list structure is locked for all users. Production data is still editable. We can see here as well. Chiranjeev, once call to Ehtisham.
Yeah, I'm on the call.
Are you there, Ehtisham?
Yeah, yes, sir. Atisham is there.
Yes,
Ehtisham.
sir.
Okay, fine. That is great. So you can see here. So we are making 3 copies here, and after making the 3 copies, what should we do? So I am keeping this test and prod model in the deployed mode. So that is the second thing we have done here. So after that, this is the 3 copies I have made, but here we have the space. So that is the reason we can take simply one by one this one. But if you don't have space, what should we do in that scenario? 100 GB is my model size, only I have the 130 GB. So then what should I do?
We should copy.
We should copy and
We should
archive.
copy and archive.
Copy and archive. Then in that scenario, what happened? It doesn't occupy any space. So I will copy and archive, copy and archive. I will do 3 times. So for example, this is I have done normal scenario, but if I don't have space, what should I do? Simply I will do copy and archive. So like I will create Asif prod and simply I will keep copy and archive. So it doesn't occupy any space. If I go to here archived models, I can see Asif prod. Yeah, if I want to make 3 copies in that scenario also, for test also I want Asif test. Simply I will, what should I do? Copy and archive. But only it occupies 100 GB only, dev model. Then these two models are the test and my test and prod are the archived models. You can see where is my test. You can see does it Asif test also one I have made. I need to do the
Down here, down there, sir. Last second.
test is there, but not this one. Test and prod is fine, but I did archive here. Just now I have done archive, that is not looking. Once again I do Asif test archive. Asif test 2 I will create archive. Copy and archive. Then what happens? You can see test and archive. Then what happened? These two models, if I consider my main model is 100 GB, I have only 130 GB. This is a 100 GB, it is occupying, and this prod and test, it is doesn't occupying anything. But I can't open two models at a time, correct? Then what should I do? This is the dev model is fine. So simply I will keep this also archive for some time. Dev model also I will keep archive for the some time. Dev model also I will do archive for the some time. Then what happened? My any model is not in online. Nothing is occupying, correct? If I do this one, 3 models are in archived mode. So which if I consider for the another scenario wherever if I don't have any workspace, so you can see 3 models are the archived mode. Nothing is occupying any space. This is my dev model, and these are the 2 are the prod model. So simply what should I do for testing environment? Do I require anything? Production list items? Yes. Do I require?
Yes. For testing,
We don't require. So simply what should I do? Change the mode like this. Change the mode to standard mode. Even you can say deployed mode you can make for test environment. Will make the here after making the deployed mode. After making the bringing back deployed mode or standard mode, what can we do? I will make first of all standard mode only. If I want to delete anything, I need to keep the standard mode only. If I keep this one like standard mode, after keeping archive, again I am doing the unarchive the model. So then it is bringing the Asif test. You can see I am bringing here normal deployed normal standard mode I brought here. Then what can I do? Can I delete here list item? If I delete the production list items, then what will be the solution? What happened if I delete the production list items?
We get free space. We get
100
it.
from 100 GB to it goes to 2 GB. Then what happened? Will get space, correct or not?
correct.
It will get space. So and again in dev model already I have my model in dev model in the dev model I have. So dev model I have in the standard dev model. You can see here dev model also I will. There is no need to bring dev model archived mode initial. You can keep standard mode only from starting onwards. Simply I will delete in dev model my production list items. What happened? Simply that model size will decrease to 100 GB to 2 GB. Then what happened? 2 GB dev model and 2 GB test model. Then can I bring my prod model which consists the 100 GB bring on online or not? Nothing but deployed mode can I bring? Deployed
Yes.
or
Yeah. We
standard I can bring. Why? So we have only 2 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB it is occupying dev and test, and prod model we have 100 GB. I can bring, I can unarchive my model. Whatever the mode I can keep it. 104 104 GB, correct? So this way we should do if you don't have the space, correct? Copy and archive the model, and in two times copy and archive, and then in dev model and test model delete the production list item whichever we don't require. So then simply what happened, our size model size will get reduced, and you can turn you can bring you can unarchive your prod model, nothing will happen at that time. Is it correct? Are you getting or not here? Why we are doing copy and archive two times, and why we are deleting production list items in dev and test environment? Yes.
Yes, yes. To free up the space actually.
So we want to space here, so that is the reason, so we are doing this one. So why this is the thing we are trying to do here. One more thing, this is the fine, we have completed this scenario, nothing but this, why we are doing this, everyone is got this one. And then what is our scenario? So
Sorry to interrupt you, Asif bhai. I have a question here. With respect to the best practices in keeping you the space and all the four scenarios. Suppose we are done. First scenario or first uh, the model deployment is done.
yes,
Now, now let us suppose we don't have anything in standard mode or in RTF. Okay, the production deployment is done. Now we got a change. Asking to add make a change, textual change for the model. Now, because since we are there, which model can we restore? Again, we can restore the standard model and go ahead with the changes, or can we take any other model in real time?
no, if you take other model nothing will happen, we should go with
Same
our dev
standard
model.
mode, dev model.
Dev model only.
Whatever I
Dev
can
model
do,
only.
standard mode.
Yes,
Standard mode only.
We
standard
will.
mode
Mode
only
is fine. Mode is fine. We because no, I am thinking the other way in real time because production model is the final one which we delivered them. So that is the most authenticated one where we can restore it back and we can start working in development mode again, like standard mode. It's not like that, right? In real time.
So we should keep maintain dev and prod two environment 100% we need, Balakrishna. If I want to do anything, so 100% I should do the changes in dev model only, and from dev model only I should sync to the prod model. This is only we have the option. Yes, Balakrishna, we have only one option from dev model to pull changes to the prod. That's it. We don't have any other option to do the structural changes.
Okay. So ideally, when everything is done for a specific model, we will
Yes.
keep all the three models in Archeo model, right? In return,
Why we need to
we don't keep any.
no, don't keep arcade mode. Only one model you can one model, any one model you keep dev model you can keep standard mode only.
Standard.
Other two models you can keep archive for some time, for few 5 minutes you can consider. If you have the
Okay.
space nothing will happen. If you have the space
Okay.
you can do. My model size is 100 GB, I have 130 GB, that's what I am doing. If I my model size is only 40 GB, I want to make 3 copies, so 40 40 40,
Mhm.
so 120. I don't need to
Okay.
archive for that situation. Anyway I will delete 100% my production
Yeah.
list items in dev and test. That is a different. I will
Correct.
bring that to 1
Mhm.
GB, 1 GB is later. For after anyway 100% I
No,
should do.
no. That I agree in keeping you that space management stuff. We will keep archive and non-archive. But suppose there is no space issue, we are
I
doing
don't
it.
do.
We deployed it.
I don't
Okay.
do. Why
They
I
will
do?
be there
That's
in
what.
home modes only. Like development will be in the standard mode only, these two in deployment mode only.
That the both should be deployed mode. That's it.
Yeah, I'm asking about the practice, nothing else.
Yes, yes. Deployed only. The test and prod should be deployed mode only. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, even if the space is available, can we still do it? Because in future we may have to add few more models or something,
I will
make
delete
changes in the future.
100. What I am saying, Fazil, 100% I will delete production list items from dev and test. 100% I will delete. Why I don't? Why I require that 40 GB for this dev and test? Only for the production. I will delete and I will bring to that model to 1 GB or 2 GB. That's it. Test and prod. Archive means for some time I am keeping the archived mode. In that scenario, wherever I don't have even making the copy also, I don't have space. For that situation, I am doing the copy and archive. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
So here, if I have 40 GB 3 model, I can give 120. Then after 2 minutes, I will delete my production list items in dev and test. That goes to 2 GB, 2 GB, 40 and 4, 44 GB. That's it, enough. Why I need to make for few minutes also archive? I don't require in this scenario, correct? If I have the 40 GB's models, if I want to make 3 copies, it is possible. There is no need to do the archive for the few minutes as well. So this is the situation. So you can see, but one more situation where we do copy and archive means whenever if I am doing every time I have done some changes in dev model and I want to pull to the prod, but I have some doubt. So whether it is correct or not, my changes are correct or not. So at that scenario, what should we do in dev model? I will do the dev and prod model. Both the models I will do copy and archive. Doesn't occupy any space. Then what should I do? If I will pull data from the dev to prod, anyway it complete. But if I want to compare, so I can compare that copied archived model whatever it we have. So we can make like on online and unarchived, and we can check for the comparison purpose. For that scenario also we'll do the copy and archive mode for checking purpose, whether for before syncing how was our values, and after syncing how is our values. We can check, we can compare before sync and after sync. That scenario also we can make the copy and archive. It doesn't occupy any space. After some time we can delete it. Even we don't need that backup. But if number of times you can do the copy and archive before sync. Why means it doesn't occupy any space. No one will even others also can't see up to if you share the thing like show archive means then only they can see our model if they show archive. Otherwise even they can't, no one can see our model as well, correct? If I archive my model, if they check like this only, they can view archived model, correct? Number of archived models also can be there, nothing will happen. So here we can see what is, you can see this is our dev model, this is a test, and this is a prod. So test model also I will keep my model deployed mode test model, and this test 2 I will make as a keep in archived mode. Why we don't require this one? So you can see what should I do? Simply in ASIF model I will open this one. This is my dev model. In dev model what should I do? So simply in dev model what should I do here? So here you can see some changes I will do here. So what are the changes? I will create some list, product 1 and product 2 list I will create here. Then what should I do? I need to add some items here. So insert the items. So some items I have inserted here. Here also I have inserted some items. I have inserted some items here as well. In two list items, I have inserted some. The requirement was, for example, they have asked to create the two list items. So that is our requirement. We have completed our development model and we have deployed, but they requested that two new lists they want. So for that one, what should we do? We need to create in dev model and we need to sync. Correct? What should we do? After getting two list requirement, what should we do? Simply we need to create in dev model, and so one list I am making as a production, one is a not production. So after doing the changes, this is for a different purpose. So whether how we are pulling the production data, and how can we pull the production data from dev to prod, can we pull the structural data, can dev to prod, how it is difference between the dev and prod and production data and non-production data, we want to check it. That is the reason I am doing. Requirement was like, requirement is we need to create the two list and we need to sync to the dev model, prod model. That is our requirement. So what should we do? Simply we need to create such a changes. Then what is the next step? We need to create the revision tag. Correct? So what we have done? Yes. What we have done?
We
Added.
created
As,
two lists.
as per the
Added
requirement,
two
we have
lists.
created two lists and
Added.
getting a revision tag. Then we'll move it to
Added
deployment model. That is
two
this.
lists. So simply, so I need to pull these two changes from the dev to prod. After doing the changes, I need to create the revision tag, and then what should I do? Simply I need to go to the my prod model. So generally we'll do that in testing model and then we'll do in the production model, but directly I'm doing in the production model. So simply I will go to, after creating the revision tag, after completing the structural changes and revision tag, after creating, I should go to the prod model. Then I should go to compare and sync. You can see as if level 1 model I can see here. So we need to click on next. Added two list items, we can see here. So easily we can, what are the changes we have done, we can check here. Then you can see preview synchronization, to list. If you want to keep model offline, offline is a not mandatory, I can keep online and I can sync. When we keep offline and when we keep online means end user using our model, so we should not keep production model offline. Why means, that is the reason we should, if end users are using, if I keep offline they can't use that model. That is the reason, if anybody noted that point, remove that one. You can keep online and you can sync, not mandatory to keep offline. So here if end users are using 100%, we should keep online only. Why means, they don't get access if we keep offline. Whenever model is offline, only for workspace administrator only can use the model. You can see here. So simply confirm and synchronization, you can see successfully completed. So what happened? Simply I need to check my prod model. Did I get my values or not? I should open this one, prod model. What are the changes I got from the dev to prod? I need to check here. Production list 1, 2. Whatever I have created, I got here. But I need to check here what is the difference between the production list and non-production list. I need to check here. You can see here for the this is the structure list, production list is the product 1 is the production list, product 2 is the structure list. Structure list items are get synced to dev to prod. But if I mention here production list, did I get here any list items from the dev to prod product 1 list items?
No,
No. No.
Why means I have mentioned here production list. Production,
production
this is the
data.
production data. Production, if I
It
sync
is
from
done.
the dev to prod by creating the revision tag and everything, I can't pull the production data. I can pull only structural data. So that is the reason I cannot pull that is the reason even whatever the production data is there in our dev model, we are deleting. Why we required? Even though if it is a if I have the data here, if I make some list as a production list, why I required in dev model that list items, correct? We can delete. That is the reason we are deleting the production list items in the dev model. It is a waste of our model size, correct? Yes,
Yes,
correct
yes,
or not?
yes.
So it is a
Yes,
waste of
yes. It is
our
correct.
size. That is the reason production list items 100% we should delete in dev and test environments. Only we should keep that production list items in the prod model. But the thing is, whenever we are making this is a complete scenario is completed. First scenario we can say, and even we have performed the like we have I have shown that the fourth scenario as well. I will keep if you have the space issue, how we can manage. If you have the space issue or if you don't have the space issue also, we should delete the production list item. That is related to fourth scenario, correct? First and fourth scenarios, is it clear for everyone? Why we do, how we do the first scenario and why we do fourth scenario and how we do that one? Yes, yes, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Can you please show that syncing once again? Synchronization.
synchronization.
Can you show once again?
Okay, I will do other changes and I will show. Wait. So I will create some other changes. So product, I will create the product 3 list. I will create, for example, in general list I will create one more list, that is the product 3. Product 3 list I will create, for example. So I need to sync from the source. This is a production model. If I try to do the, I can't do here, but I will try here. What happened, you can see here. This is a production model. Deployed mode is enabled, you can't change the structural data. Why? Only we can enable production data, correct? Yes. So you can see here, even if I, you can see here, this is the my structural list. If I want to insert something here, what happened, you can see. Are you able to do insert anything inside the structural list? Yes. Deployed mode enabled,
No,
you
no.
can't do the structural changes, but you
No,
can
we
see
can't
here,
do.
this is a production list. This is a production list. So I am trying to insert some list items, 1 2. Are you am I able to insert list items in the production list? Yes, I can insert. Why means production list, it consists the access, correct? So that is the major difference between the structure list and production list here. So we can insert any list items in the production list. So that is what we are trying to do here. And you can see I will go to my dev model and I will do one more time sync I will do. Here you can see product 3. You can I want to show one more thing here. So you can see if I again if I want, I didn't done any structural changes in the this dev model, but if I want to try to sync, for example in prod model, if I go to try to sync, what happened you can see no compatible models with the revision tag found. I didn't create any dev model, any revision tag, and if I try to sync, is it possible?
No.
Yes, not possible.
No.
I need to do the some structural changes and I should create the some revision tag, then only it will get it. So otherwise no compatible model means copy of this model related to this model we don't have with any revision tag, even dev or test or wherever it doesn't consist. So that is the reason it's showing. And one more thing, I didn't done any changes in dev model. I am trying to create a one revision tag. Do I get any revision tag option here? Am I getting any revision tag option?
No.
Why I am not getting means I
Then
didn't
now,
I
no
didn't done
changes.
any structural changes here. How can I get? So if I create the one list here, if I create any list, product 3 list, then what happened you can see. After creating this one, simply I will get the I will get the provision for the creation of revision tag. I done structural changes, so that I am getting added list.
Description.
Added list. Fine. Now if I go to my prod model, if I try to do the sync, what will be the result? Now it allows simply it will allows prod model. If I go compare and sync, it allows. Why means I created some structural changes and I have created revision tag in dev model. That is the thing it allows. Same procedure, nothing is there. Completed. Now what happened? Production model, it I got that product 3 list also. I will get in my production prod model, correct? Product 3 list also I got here. Is it perfect, Fazil? Yes. Is it
Yeah.
perfect?
Yeah. You got it.
So this way uh, so this is a way how we do the first and fourth scenario. And like so these are the things. And can you go ahead, what is the second and fourth scenario, Arshad Ahmed? Are you there? What is the
Yes,
second
yes.
and third scenario? Can you go ahead,
Yes,
by
second.
sharing your screen, explain, show it second and third scenario. And one more thing, in second and third scenario, what I have done with two revision tags and one revision tag. With both the things I have done. So go with the only one revision tag. That will be easy for you. By creating the two revision tag also, we can do it. But go with the only one revision tag.
For the bug fix, right, Arshibir?
Bug
Yes,
fix.
Ashibi, actually, and
Yes.
last time also we were discussing regarding two revision tags in the note that we have prepared, right? We have
Yes, yes.
done
That
about two revision
that is also one
tags.
procedure we have. You can do that one as well. So if you are comfortable that one, you can do it. Otherwise with one revision tag also you can do it.
अच्छा.
Yes. So go ahead, Arshad
Okay.
Ahmed, share your screen and show second and third scenario.
Okay.